lose your actual health. Well, that's a Rainbow Six game for you. Yeah, with the Rainbow Six game, in general, almost all of them, you have to be sort of methodical about your playthrough.
Not to mention my fucking room is hot, sweating a little bit, and I'm just like, fuck. See, Back 4 Blood's one thing, but like, this game is like, I gotta pay the fuck attention, I wanna sleep real quick.
Yeah, like, that's the difference between them. This game is more of like a challenge. This game's more of a challenge, including on the easiest difficulty. Back 4 Blood is more or less just you run and gun. Okay.
I don't know, man. I was like, if I didn't pay attention, this game you got more. You blue trust for a few seconds. You stop for that don't wow surprise.
Well, yeah, that's the general idea.
And when you are forbidden to do that shit for the rest of the fucking week, stop. Bitch.
Okay, so Tyrone, right? There's two ways that I would suggest. But Tyrone, there's two ways that I would suggest to get used to, extraction. All right. The best way that I would suggest to play extraction is like this. Either one, go loud, but slow. What I mean by this is you basically play loudly, you're triggering all the hordes, or, well, actually no, you're not triggering hordes. I like to call it loud stealth, other people just like to call it being good at the game. Yeah, I like to nickname it loud stealth. The whole entire point of it is you basically find out where everything is, and you just kill everything before they could react. That's literally the whole entire point of loud stealth. That's one way that you could do it. And sadly, when you play on the higher difficulties, that is literally the only way you could do it.
Loud, you ain't proud.
Yeah, the reason why I say that is because in the hardest difficulty, there's characters called Apexes. You can't stun an Apex. Well, you can, but you can't melee kill an Apex. You can't do anything like that. And once you trigger an Apex, you better kill that shit quickly. And since you can't stun or take down an Apex, that means you have to shoot them. Which means that you have to have team coordination. Right?
What you're trying to teach me is, the long story stick of it is,
Focus fire.
If you're not ready to fight this thing, you're going to sleep real quick.
Basically, focus fire. If you see an Apex, all three of you have to focus fire, and hopefully you kill it before it starts spawning in enemies.
Okay, I'll be real with you. When we get to that part, I'm sticking to you like fucking glue.
Yeah. Well, if you play on the hardest difficulty, the only way that you could actually win it, logically, is if you have recon. You have to have at least one person who has a recon drone or recon vapors, which is a grenade that you could use that literally scans everything within a 42-meter range. The problem is that you have to replace every other type of grenade that you could use in the game for it. So that's sort of the problem. Generally speaking though, if you're ever gonna play the hardest difficulty, make sure that your characters are leveled up. You don't have to have them at max, but at bare minimum, follow what Rainbow Six tells you. If you're playing the hardest difficulty, at least have a level 8 operator.
Well, we can't play this shit with Sean. I mean, with, sorry.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've said that a year ago, bro. This is the one game that if Gabriel got, I for sure would never play. with him, specifically.
Yo, shut the fuck it up.
Okay, like I already have to deal with people that are